Okay, so I wanted to do messages for myself, what I was getting in. And then I decided, you know what? I found out this past year, or maybe the year previous, I can't remember. But I just found out that I had, my father had a different father than his two siblings, okay? That means I have a whole other family out there. And their last name was Forbes, okay? And then I also took my grandmother's, I don't know if it's Cree or McCree, I can't remember 100%. But then I've got my mom's side, you got Gong, and then Pagado. And so what I did is I did a breakdown of each of those. Now I don't have my phone with me. Normally I scroll on Google or whatever, and I look more in depth into like Gong, can also be gone, or after a number like octagon, right? And then I broke down Pagado. Obviously Pa, that could be short form for dad, right? AG, I think is silver. AU is gold. And then you got auto. And then if you put T, I use it as symbolic for what would be like a plus sign, but it's also can be referenced to earth or elements. And you put those two together. If you mesh them two together, it's actually an 8-point star, which can be like a nautical star, which can be also north, south, east, and west, which can be the poles and stuff like that as well. And then you got page. I don't know what PAG, just that by itself. The dictionary I use right here is just like a little pocket one. It doesn't have all the words in it. So PAG, I don't know what it means itself, but the page, a young male, I put in brackets female as well, just in case. Attendant of distinction. One side of a leaf or book. And I was like, oh, that's cute. Turn on a new leaf. And then it's like all the fake leaf as well. And then I got autumn. And then it's like Om. Anyways, and then it's like a written record, which is really interesting. When you're passing down knowledge through DNA and stuff like that, our ancestors, also the Akashic and stuff like that, and to number pages, which I thought was interesting as well. And then I brought Cree all the way down. I'm not sure 100%. She's also got Brown and Wilson as well, but her mother's last name, I don't know if it was Cree or not. I can't remember. Or is it McGregor? No, Cree. I think it was Cree. And then I was like, okay, well, that's native automatically. And then you got your element symbol. But they have 4 seasons. I think it's 4 colors. Black, yellow, red, and white. Oh, God. Hopefully I didn't get that wrong. For the 4 seasons. And then they also have the... I think they make like almost like a dream catcher and stuff like that. And then I got different versions of Cree. And then that back to back is actually ashes to ashes. Just a 1E by itself with a line extending a little bit out from the middle is actually alchemic symbol for ashes. But you put them back to back, it's ashes to ashes, but it almost looks like an eye, right? So I was like, cry. Right? And tears can be formed. So is that like create? And then I see Ria, Ray, Ra, which is actually, yeah. And then tear. So I got the symbol here for earth, ear, zir, tear, tear. And then all of a sudden, randomly out of my head, I got life is your oyster, a pearl, pearls. Our shadow work or lessons, completions, very valuable. You think they take a tiny little grain of salt, tiny little grain of salt like this, the very beginning, or maybe a rock or something, and it puts like a protective layers all the way around, from the middle, all the way out, right? And some of them are different colors, and I would like to attribute that to chakras. Oh my God. Chakras, right? You get different colors of pearls. But that's a lot of hard work. This is over years. I think they mastered how to make it shorter than that, but in the wild, over years, they find a solution to the irritant, right? And they develop like a layer, almost like a callus if you think about it, but it becomes very hard, very durable, and it turns into like a gem, right? And it is something to be considered very valuable. So if you consider them lessons, all the lessons that a human being would learn over time from something that was painful or irritating, all the lessons you go through, learning, all the wisdom and knowledge that you gain, it is like a gem. It's priceless almost. Anyways, T, our Earth. Earth R. Yeah, T. So if I make that again like Earth, remember that's elements. Earth R. And then Earth R. Still can't quite figure. Maybe or. And then I used to do that little thing. I think that's put down at the bottom of like a letter or a poem or something like that. And then it can also mean variable. And then we also got X, which is Gibo, which is a rune, which is also time, which is also the feminine female, which is also like time like that, right? Which is also a rune, Degaz, but that's sideways. Which is also like a waistline of a woman, which that almost itself looks like a chromosome. What else? Forbes, 4Bs. And then I got RB, right brain, FO. I don't know if there's a symbol for that. Is there a symbol for the periodic table? Anyways, 4BC. I thought that was really interesting. S, I use S for C, like as in C. And then I translate that into C. Stick with me here. And then I was like, is this clef note? What is this for the musical scale? What is that? Anyways, then I got or orbs, Fae or merfolk again. Then I got a creation symbol there with, yeah, and BC. What else? Gong. All I could get out of that was like gong, metallic drum, similar to article used instead of a bell. You think of what a bell looks like, right? Kind of. But if you think of like the coccyx, I think that's how you say it. Coccyx. For pelvic. Pardon my drawing. For pelvis. Yeah, because a woman's is inside the circle almost. And then a man's goes down below the circle. Anyway, so if you turn this upside down, the way it looks, it almost resembles a bell. Now, this isn't the greatest one. I've got other pictures with that in there. But yeah, and it's what? It's coccyx? C-O-C-C-Y-X. X and Y. C-C. Or C. And C. C-O. C-O. Is that... CO2 is oxygen? No, it was carbon... I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I could sit here and fiddle with it for a while, but I was getting that out of it just to try to break down the last names. What's in a name? Okay.